Hey, welcome back. It's me, Juliet, and I'm here in Kyoto, Japan with my husband, Michael. Come with us as we visit 7 of the most popular places to see in Kyoto for first-timers. Planning a trip can be daunting, but keep watching until the end to make your life easier. Yay! Inari Shrine, here we come.
Finally made it early.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not too bad. It doesn't look too bad yet.
Yeah, so this is the famous shrine with all the orange or golden arches. In the 7th century, the Hata family began construction of the Fushimi Inari Shrine. It's a shrine that's dedicated to Inari, the god of rice and sake, 2 of our favorite things to worship. Visually, though, they're known for their rows of iconic vermilion torii gates that never seem to end. The Fushimi Inari Shrine has become the head shrine for over 30,000 Inari shrines all over Japan. Its significance has only grown over the centuries, and it is now one of Japan's most visited shrines. At Japanese New Year, more than 3 million people come to pay their respects. It's said that there are about 10,000 torii gates that line the way up the mountain to the main shrine building. Most of them have been donated by Japanese businesses to ensure them luck. By the sheer number of them, I can only imagine that if a business competitor donates a torii shrine to the Fushimi Shrine, you better do the same if you want to stay on God's good side. Prior to entering the shrine, it's customary to cleanse yourself by pouring water on your left hand, then your right hand, then finish up by taking a sip of the water to wash your mouth. And if you would like to buy a gate here, it will cost you from $4,000 US for a small one and up to about $10,000 US for a large one. We considered it, but ended up buying some Kit Kats to honor our stomachs instead. If you decide to come here, keep in mind that there are a lot of steps and you'll be walking at an incline, but this is one of my favorite sites in Kyoto. It might take a few hours to reach the top, but it's beautiful, it's full of mysticism, and definitely worth the visit. Kyoto's Nishiki Market has been operating as a market for over 400 years. The market is 5 narrow blocks long and has about 126 stalls. The market is open 7 days a week from 9 a.m. to approximately 6 p.m. The market lives up to its nickname of the Kitchen of Kyoto, with its stunning variety of fresh Japanese delicacies. It actually began as a fish market, but over the years it has expanded to include all sorts of delicious foods to all things related to food, including cookware and knives. Many of the vendors here offer samples, and each sample was better than the last, ranging from fresh fish to pickles to fried treats. Everything here is locally grown, which makes it extra special. The vendors all specialize in a particular type of food, so if you get something, you know you're getting the best versions of it. Every region in Japan is known for certain foods, and Kyoto offers some of the most exquisite, flavorful, and nutritious dishes. This market is worth coming to as it still remains an important destination for both locals and tourists alike. It's so intimidating looking. This is the kind that
Want to just get one and share it?
Yeah.
We'll wait for this place to get steak.
We stopped at this store, which serves croquette, squid, and deep fried chicken. Their specialty, though, is the yuba cream croquette. This croquette is made of tofu skin and cream. It has a crispy outer layer, thick yuba, and fluffy cream, all in one bite. They also serve cold and hot tofu topped with bonito flakes. Everything was so light and perfect and a great start to stimulate your appetite. Gion is our next stop. It's popular for its abundance of shops, tea houses, and exclusive restaurants, and it's also Kyoto's famous geisha district, where tourists flock to catch the elusive glimpse of a geisha or a maiko, which is a geisha in training. It also offers another unique experience, although it's not highly publicized. It's a 3-hour makeover in which you are transformed into a maiko. We decided to give it a try, and I'd say it was worth it. Michael and I love cosplaying, so we both thoroughly enjoyed the experience. You get to customize all parts of your outfit, including the pattern of your kimono, to your headpiece, to your okobo, which are the traditional Japanese wooden sandals. They'll even do your hair and maybe even your makeup if you wanted it. This was such a memorable experience, and it gave me newfound appreciation and respect for the amount of work it takes to complete a transformation. The most famous sightseeing area in Gion is the Hanami-Koji Street. This is the street stretching from Shijo Avenue down to the Kenninji Temple. Kyoto wasn't bombed during World War II, so you can still see some traditional machiya houses here along the pass, although some have now been converted to restaurants, shops, and vacation rentals. These wooden merchant houses were originally built very long and narrow. This is because in the olden days, taxes were calculated according to the width of a building's facade. So in an ingenious effort to evade being taxed a large amount for a large house, they made the facades very narrow, while the length of the house is at least 3 to 4 times its size. We also saw some really cool, interesting, and sometimes creepy sculptures that lined some of the buildings. There was a language barrier, so we couldn't quite figure out what they were for, so if you know, please comment down below because we're very curious. Anyway, we gave the merchant 100 yen so that we could capture the magnificence for you guys. Aren't these amazing? Tenryū-ji is a place I could see myself coming back to for some peace and quiet. It's a Zen Buddhist temple, so meditation is big here. There's even a sitting meditation on the second Sunday of every month. It's located in the Arashiyama district next to the bamboo forest, so you can easily visit it and a number of other sites on the same day. It features a stunning garden with a beautiful lotus pond surrounded by trees, shrubbery, and mountains. We visited in the winter, so some of the trees were losing its leaves, but the contrast of the brown and green foliage was still a sight to behold. They also have a fountain at the end, so you can wash your hands and purify your soul. The entrance fee was 500 yen, which comes out to be about $4 USD. Throw it on your face. The Arashiyama Bamboo Grove is one of the most well-known Arashiyama tourist sites and a very popular spot for photos. When you exit the north gate of the Tenryu-Ji temple, you'll find yourself near the heart of the bamboo grove. It's open 24/7 and the admission is free. It's recommended to come here either early in the morning or near sunset though, to avoid the groups of tourists. The sound of the rustling bamboo within the forest was actually deemed worthy enough out of 700 other submissions that the Japanese Ministry of Environment designated this forest as one of the 100 soundscapes of Japan. The walkthrough is magical and almost otherworldly. The path is actually shorter than I imagined, but once you're inside, you're overcome by its serenity and your problems seem to cease to exist. Michael said that this felt like what Japan would have looked like in the olden days and that it looked like a scene straight out of a Japanese samurai movie. But whatever your interpretation is, it's an immersive experience and absolutely worth checking out. Nonomiya-jinja is a small shrine with a moss garden, several main shrines, and sometimes a lot of people. It doesn't have a founding date like most shrines, as it is actually one of the last series of shrines called Nonomiya, which is where the daughters of the imperial family would undergo 3 years of purification before becoming priestesses at Ise Grand Shrine, which is one of the most sacred shrines in Japan. This shrine, though, is the last standing of the Nonomiya shrines, as it no longer serves its purpose as a purification shrine. In present day, the shrine is dedicated to several gods. Residing here, we have the sun goddess herself, the god of fire, a god of good matches in marriage, and a god of easy childbirth. This makes the shrine popular with pretty much everyone, but especially women who come to write their wishes for a good match in marriage upon heart-shaped ima, which are prayer tablets. If you get hungry while praying, they offer Japanese snacks like dango, which come with toppings like a sweet soy glaze, or matcha dangos topped with red bean paste. Sweet potato fries is also a popular offering among other savory delights.
Walk it off.
Togetsukyo, the moon crossing bridge, is another one of Arashiyama's notable landmarks. It was originally built during the Heian period, but today's version dates from the 1930s. While the bridge itself is quite simple in design, it's the forested mountainside in the background that makes this location so attractive. There's actually a monkey park at one end of the bridge, but to get there, it's a 30-minute walk up a hill. We were already exhausted from visiting all the other sites that day, so we decided to roam the open markets nearby to find things to eat instead. If you're interested in seeing what kinds of things we ate in Kyoto, check out our video that we'll link down in the description box. Hey, stay tuned and follow us because our next stop is Osaka. It would really help our channel if you could give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment. And if you enjoyed coming along with us today, it would be super cool if you could click that subscribe button too. Thanks and see you soon.